First over.
Yeah, it's working now.
Welcome back. Slight technical difficulties there. Sorry if you missed a few. Our first over. Thompson went for 15 runs off the first over there. Couple of sixes and a four. Excuse me, a couple of fours and a six and a wide. A bit of a loose one there for Thompson, it has to be said. We've now have Crutwell coming in. Crutwell skippering Ibiza Cricket Club today. Done so much for the club this year as Paul Crutwell. South West London boy. Tottenham Hotspur fan for all his sins. Loves his cricket. Has Paul been a great servant for Ibiza Cricket Club this year. He's going to come in right arm over from the commentary box end. Into bowl. Kept very low. It's going to go through for a bye, that one is. Crutwell puts his head in his hands. He wasn't happy with his wicket keeper there. Going to bring Kuldeep back on strike. He's the danger man. They want to keep him off strike, but he's back on strike with a sloppy bye. Crutwell coming into bowl. Swing and a miss by Kuldeep. Gracia look like they've got to grips with this format. It's not an easy format, T10. You really have to go for every single ball. No such thing really as a dot ball here, or there shouldn't be anything as a dot ball. You can't defend, you have to go for it. There's 10 wickets in hand as well, so there you go. It's gone again. I think that will go for... No, it's not. It's plugged, so they're going to come back for 2 runs there. Ball comes into Tim Stacey behind the sticks. 2 more runs to Gracia. That takes them to 18. Kuldeep on 16 here, and his opening batsman, the partnership, Mukhtar Singh, yet to get off the mark. Crutwell into bowl. It's a good ball by Crutwell there. Just gave the batsman something to think about. Batsman clubbed it down to short mid-wicket for a single. Crutwell will be happy with that ball there because he's making them play. Crutwell coming into bowl again. It's your ideal line there for Paul Crutwell at medium pace. Runs it offside, straight into the wicket keeper's gloves, and that's no run. Sun's still very warm here on the Costa Blanca. 25 degrees now. Lots of fluids been drunk in the stands. Crutwell to bowl. Goes straight to mid-off. Graham Cooper fields. And that's the end of the second over. Gracia have scored 20 with no wickets. We've got Kuldeep on 17 and Mukhtar on 1. Thompson's going to come in and bowl his second and final over. Thompson was a bit loose in the first over, so we'll be looking to tidy up a little bit here. Today's telecast is brought to you by Cricket España. Thompson into bowl. Doesn't like that, so pulls up. Umpire Partridge signals a dead ball. Umpire Partridge looking very professional today. Blue pants, black shirt, green hat. Thompson to bowl. Big shout by Thompson there. Umpire Partridge not interested whatsoever. Not sure that was more hope than anything else by Thompson. Didn't look out, didn't look anywhere close to being out, even from this position. We're on the 45 behind the bowler's arm. Thompson coming in to bowl again. He's walking. He's walking. Didn't even have to let the umpire make a decision, although Partridge looked a bit hesitant with the decision there, to be honest, but he walked And that's Kuldeep gone, I believe. Mukhtar caught by Tim Stacey behind the sticks, bowled by Rory Thompson, and he's gone just for the single, I think. Let's have a look. Let me just double check here with Stato. Sorry, that was Mukhtar went there. No runs. Probably better for Gracia if he's not scoring runs to get out, because they've got plenty of batting. But Ibiza's going to be very happy with that early wicket, early breakthrough. Just creates a little bit of uncertainty in the ranks of Gracia Cricket Club. Thompson will be very pleased. He enjoyed that one. Punched the air with his fist. Good wicket caught by Stacey behind the stumps. Brings a new batsman into the crease. New batsman is Hiralal. Hiralal is the new batsman for Gracia. He takes his guard, puts the chalk back behind the stumps. Thompson going to come in to bowl, right arm over. He steams in from the commentary box end. Hiralal just flicks it back, really. Very nonchalant shot by the batsman there. Hiralal goes to Tony Barker, who's at the cow corner fielding position. Thompson coming back into bowl. Well, that's a fortuitous shot there by Kuldeep. That's well picked up. Didn't go for 4, but they run 2. Takes the score to 23 for 1. Two balls to come for Thompson. He comes into bowl. It's going to be a wide ball, that. And umpire Partridge signals straight away. Thompson needs to tidy up a little bit. Can't be giving away these wides at this level of cricket. This is the National Championships, remember. The best of the best. Close run out chance there. Ball went to Amos on his right arm, fired it straight in, just missed the stumps. I think he would have been out had it hit, but sharp fielding there by Michael Amos at cover. Rory comes in for the last ball of his spell, and it's flat batted back to him. That concludes Rory Thompson's spell. 2 overs, 1 wicket for 20 runs. He'll be pleased with that. Made the breakthrough of getting Mira out early, Hiralal. And now we're going to have Paul Crutwell to bowl his second over as well. Gracia 25 for 1 off their 3 overs so far. Paul Crutwell's going to return for his second and final over for Ibiza Cricket Club. As I was saying before, very important that you get off to a good start. You've only got 60 balls, so both sides only have 60 balls to bat and bowl, so it's imperative that you get off to a good start. I think Gracia will be quietly pleased, and it's only 25, but they've already proven that they can score runs against this attack. Crutwell back into the attack, second and final over. Ibiza in the black and grey shirts, Gracia in the dark blue. It's a good shot there. Nice shot off the Crutwell's first ball of the over. Goes between point and gully for a boundary. That means the pressure's directly back onto the bowler now. Crutwell coming in to bowl his second ball. It's a nice ball there by Paul Crutwell. Again outside off stump. Batsman plays and misses, goes straight through to Stacey. Dot ball, no run. This could be out. Has he misjudged it? Oh, he's misjudged it. Chris Prentice in the deep there. Fortunately missed that one. Pressure's on the crowd with bated breath, waiting for him to catch it. Unfortunately didn't catch it in the deep. Quite a straightforward chance, it has to be said. Chris will be very disappointed with that one. Ibiza carry on regardless. Two balls to come for Crookwell's spell. Comes in right arm over. It wraps the pads, but looked to be going down leg side. No appeal by the bowler nor the fielders. Dot ball's very good at this format. Don't get many, to be honest. Gracia going at 10 and over at the moment, so they'll be pleased with this start. Ooh, very close chance that was. Just clears the fielder at mid-wicket. Just clears Wes Vervey at mid-wicket. Goes over his head and sails to the boundary. That brings us to 34 for 1 off 4 overs. Just a touch under 9 and over so far, but Gracia won't be too disappointed with that. They're putting a nice platform on here for the final push. 6 overs to come. It's an exciting format, T10. It really is all action. If you've never played it, we can strongly recommend it. Innings will last 35 minutes per team. So the turnaround is around about 75 minutes, 80 minutes max, so less than your normal football match. Amos is now into the attack for Ibiza. This is a early move by skipper Crookwell. Mike Amos is going to be right arm over. Slow spinning ball. Amos, a very experienced cricketer, took that marvellous catch in the last game. We thought it was a game-changing catch, but unfortunately Ibiza didn't push on. Amos into bowl. It's a long hop, that. Amos bowling short today. I don't know if it's his strategy. Definitely bowling shorter than he normally does. Amos into bowl, right arm over. Yep. Again. Oh, the umpire Partridge signals wide. A big sigh from the Ibiza lads. They didn't quite like that, but it's been given. Thick outside edge, going to run to the boundary for 4 runs. Unlucky there from Mike Amos. Hiralal will take that boundary. 4 runs. Amos again whips it through. Amos coming into bowl. He's again a little bit wide of the mark. Umpire Partridge signals for a wide. Again another sigh from the Ibiza team. Better from Mike Amos. That was the flipper, flipped straight through, beat the batsman all ends up. Amos coming in, I think this is the last ball of his over. Now 1 ball to come. Amos will not be too unhappy with this over if he can just keep this last ball down to a single maybe. but it's not going to happen. It's going to plug, I think. Plugs. Not given.
That's the boundary. You touch the boundary.
Yeah, slight confusion there. Thompson fielded it, but as the spectators behind the line noticed that he put his foot on the line as he fielded it, so that is 4 runs. So what was going to be a good owner for Amos has just had a little bit tinged by that 4 off the ultimate ball of the over. Got another bowling change here for Ibiza. Rick Plews is coming on. Rick Plews, who bowled very well in the last game, is going to come from the commentary box end. Rick Plews for Ibiza. He'll be slow right arm over. Just tapped through into the offside for a quick single. Gracia rotating this strike quite nicely here. It's a boundary. Flicked off his legs there from Plews. Just beat deep square on the boundary. It was a very brave dive by Wes Vervey on the boundary there, but couldn't stop it. 4 runs to Gracia. Plews in again. Oh, missed stumping opportunity there for Stacey. Missed opportunity. Plews fired it in wide, and keeper missed it. Batsman was well out of his crease. Comes in again. It's going to come up. This is going to be taken by Thompson. It's a really good catch there by Rory Thompson. That's his 3rd catch of the day. It's another wicket for Ibiza. Very good catch. Set himself up perfectly. Got his hands in the right position and he pouched that. Lovely catch in the deep there by Rory Thompson. Gracia lose their 2nd wicket. Currently 50 for 2 after 5.3 overs. Sorry, 5.5 overs. I apologise. Plews again doing the damage. He's got this annoying action for the batsman. He fires it in from a height, takes the pace off the ball, makes the batsman work for the runs, and again it becomes effective for Ibiza. 2nd wicket down for Gracia. Amon Laxman now coming in for Gracia. Just knocks it into the offside for a single. Gets off the strike, but then it's the end of the owner, so we'll take the first ball of the next over. Got Graham Cooper coming on to bowl now for Ibiza. Graham, a very experienced cricketer, ex-captain of the club. Now based in the UK, but playing regularly for Ibiza when he comes over. Graham works as a captain in the shipping lanes of the east coast of England. Very experienced cricketer, as I said before, ex-captain, right arm over. Got a bit of punishment in the last game, so we wanted to make up for that. So let's see how he goes on at this game. Comes into bowl, right arm over. It's a good start by Cooper. Playing a miss there from Amol Lexman. Kuldeep Lal still there at the other end. He did a bit of damage in the previous match. Graham Cooper comes into bowl. It's going to be fielded in the deep there. Just for the single. Cooper into bowl, right arm over. Kuldeep is going to dispatch that. Beats the fielder at backward square. Goes sailing into the boundary for 4 runs. Cooper in again to bowl. Kuldeep seeing the ball very well today, hitting it very well. No, not sure what Robin Parmiter's doing in front of me here, to be honest, but quite a strange individual, Robin Parmiter, it's got to be said. But he's our strange individual, and we love him. It's a good ball by Cooper there. Fired it into the bottom of the stumps. Didn't quite make it as a Yorker, but got the batsman thinking there. Cooper's will be happy with that. Just 7 coming off his first over. Better than his last over. 7 coming over. Kuldeep Lal now with 32 off 18, and Amal Laxman with 3 off 5. Kuldeep yet again is the main man for Gracia. Just 3 overs to come. On 59 for 2 with 3 overs to come. 3 big overs for Gracia now, and they're going to want to really capitalise on this, because we know that 110 is around the par score, 110, 120. They're going to have to go some for that, because they're only 59 for 2 off 7. So 3 big overs to come for Gracia. Plews into bowl. It's a pull. Oh, it's a very good catch by Munday. What a catch by Adam Munday. Diving catch. Throws the ball away disdainfully. Very good catch. It's not called as a no ball. I think Gracia were looking as a no ball, but it was dipping. Didn't look like a no ball, to be honest, from here. I think they're asking the question more of hope than certainty. You probably didn't see that catch at home, but it was a super catch by Adam Munday. Flew to his left, plucked it out. You can see on camera that it's 3rd wicket down. That's a big breakthrough there for Ibiza. Trying to stifle the total setting from Gracia. Brings a new batsman to the crease, number 23. Bring a new batsman to the crease, that wicket. New batsman is Karandeep Singh. Plews to bowl. Karandeep to face. Blue's coming in, right arm over. Mike Amos stops that on the boundary with his feet. But nice fancy footwork by Amos. 2 runs to Gracia. Oh, unlucky there by Monday. Monday went for the catch again. Adam Monday went for the catch, didn't get it, went through him. Again, the little lesson from T10, it's not really about the wickets, it's about the stopping of the runs. That's the most important thing. So ran through, was swept up by Wes Vervey. Plews into bowl again. He's got that action that just takes all the pace off the ball, and the batsman has to really reach to try and find a shot from somewhere. Kuldeep Lal now on strike. There he goes. Just a single down here. You'll probably see Rory Thompson there at long on. Just cleaning up from the boundary for a single. Thompson will be pleased with his performance with the ball so far today. Got a nice catch as well in the deep. It's another good over from Rick Plews. That's really good. 2 good overs from Rick, 2 for 12. Plews has been the difference. Is making a big difference for Ibiza today. We've got Kuldeep Lal on 33 off 19. We've got Karandeep Singh 5 off 4. Gracia gone to 65 for 3 off 8 overs. Just 2 overs comes. There's 12 balls to come now. It's going to be interesting 2 overs because Gracia really have to go for it. Not enough runs on the board. Amos comes into bowl. It's gone. It's gone. It's a really poor ball by Mike Amos. You've got to say that. Again, pulled it down. Bit of a long hop, to be honest. Mike Amos is probably a better bowler than that, but it's dispatched by Kuldeep Lal. Moves on to 39 off 20 balls. I said this was an important over. And 5 balls left by Amos. Let's see how if he can bounce back from this, because
Guys.
Amos into bowl. There you go. It's really well fielded by Wes on the boundary. A hoik there over mid wicket by Kuldeep again. Brings Karandeep Singh onto the strike. See what he's got. Goes through for a bye. It's not great there from behind the sticks from Tim Stacey. Really need to keep Karandeep on strike, but Kuldeep runs through for a bye. That means brings Kuldeep back onto strike. And that's in the air. Will it be caught by Wes? There's a big hoik again, up in the air. Wes Vervey came in to catch it, didn't catch it, but managed to stop it from going over the rope. So only a single, I believe, there on. Sorry, 2 runs. That's it. He goes this time. Tony Barker in the deep. Kuldeep again over to cow corner. Tony Barker saw it late. I think he was nodding off in the outfield there. Sailed all the way. Barker straight into his hands. Very safe hands, Tony Barker. Snatches the ball out of the air and throws it back nonchalantly. Barker still with that injury, still limping, doesn't look happy. Limping on, I think that's his right, it's his left knee rather. He's got a bit of problem with his left knee. Well batted by Kuldeep. Finishes on 42 from 23 deliveries. It's a really good innings, that is. Really good wicket for Ibiza. That might just taken the sting out the tail of Gracia. Great atmosphere down here at the Oval. The drinks are flowing. 5 teams here plus spectators, so well over 100 people spectating today on this beautiful autumn's day. Close run out chance by Thompson there. Gracia were pushing for two, turned and went. Thompson picked up the ball in one go through it, just missed the stumps. If it would have hit, it would have been out. That famous phrase. It's like if I'd have scored a goal, if I'd have got it in the net, it would have been a goal. So it didn't. They're not. We carry on. 77 for 4 off 9 overs. Very interesting. I think Gracia here will be looking to push this last over. Graham Cooper's going to bowl it. Cooper, who was dispatched for 24 in his last over in the last game, will be hoping that he doesn't get the same treatment from the Gracia batsman. Graham Cooper comes in, right arm over, bowls it. I think that's going to be a wide. That's going to be a wide ball. It's going to be a wide ball. Bit of sloppy cricket here from Ibiza. If good ball by Cooper there. Batsman tried to kind of scoop it up, but it just went straight up in the air, but it landed between the fielder and backward. It's another big hoik there by the batsman. Picked up Matthew Bartley, picked up in the field. We have Matthew Bartley being very quiet today, hasn't batted or bowled so far. Good to see him in the action. Cooper comes into bowl. Oh, got very lucky there, did Gracia. It's going to scoop away. I think that's going to. No, it's not gone. But they're going to run 3. Will the umpire signal? No, not signal leg by, so it came off the bat. So final 2 balls of this innings for Gracia. Cooper coming into bowl. Let's see what he can do. Stacey's there. Gets him. Cooper gets him, runs him out. Bit of desperation from Gracia there, or they're having a bit of an argument, the 2 batsmen. Going to have to go. Look, he's not happy. Get yourself off, son. Go and get yourself a cold drink. You'll be back in the field very shortly. Check the book, as we say. Not happy, but it just leaves 1 ball to come. Gracia on 83 for 5 now, with 1 ball to come. So they're gonna finish with less than 90. Should this be a legal delivery, that is. So 83 for 5, last ball of the over coming through. That's a dot ball to finish with. That's a really good response from Ibiza, who were a bit low in their. Sorry, I apologise. We've got 1 ball to come now. This is the last ball. Cooper comes into bowl again, and he does it again. Well, my life. It's pretty awful cricket from Tim Stacey behind the stumps there. Not Tim's greatest game, I've got to say, but he'll be pleased that his team is finished on restricting Gracia to 84 for 5 off their 10 overs. Now that is a very gettable score. So Ibiza need to go at 8.5 and over. However, it's runs on the board and you've still got to get them. So we'll resume in 5 minutes when Ibiza will start their run chase. But at half time it's probably 1 up to Ibiza Cricket Club. of this match. Gracia ended on 84 runs from their 10 overs. Ibiza will be looking to knock this off again. We've got a starting pairing here of Antonio Barca, Dutch national, previously played for the Spanish national team courtesy of his Spanish father. Rory Thompson, 31-year-old from the south of England. For his penance, he's a Manchester United fan. Less said about that, the better. Looking to the boys here will be looking, the Ibiza boys I mean, will be looking to reach this figure. However, it's runs on the board. So Antonio Barca to face, Rory Thompson at the non-striker's end. Bowling for Gracia will be Kuldeep Lal. Kuldeep does a lot of work for Gracia, I see. Seems to be his star man. I believe he's a wicket keeper as well. So he's their star man. Took a fantastic catch earlier in the first match as well versus Sporting Alfas. But Kuldeep's going to be opening the bowling. Tony Barker for Ibiza will be facing. Tony still nursing that injury, but it looks to be moving a little bit more freely now. Kuldeep into bowl, right arm over. So it's a dot ball, first one up for Kuldeep Lal. Don't forget the field restrictions are in place for the first 3 overs, where you're only allowed to have 3 fielders outside the circle for the first 3 overs. So very restrictive. That's why you need to be looking to score off these first 3 overs. It's going to run all the way through. I think that's going to be called a wide by umpire Partridge. It is, yes. So that's going to be called 4 wides. And Ibiza are off the mark without having to make a shot. Ibiza needing 8.5 and over, which is a very gettable score. However, as we know in this cricket, runs on the board, you still have to get the runs. And a couple of wickets changes things as well. So Ibiza will be looking to get these runs, but also Gracia will be looking to knock the wickets off and restrict Ibiza. So it's really nicely poised here at the Woodbridge Oval. Single there for Barker. I think he tried to hoik it there, but it didn't kind of work out. Went to third man. Kuldeep coming into bowl again. And missed by Thompson. Kuldeep into bowl again for Gracia. Another play and a miss from Thompson. I think missing the ball and a T10 is the biggest crime, because if you miss it, it's a dot ball, so you have to get something on it. But that's the first over down. Ibiza have scored 6 without any loss. They won't be too disappointed with that. Only 1 run coming off the bat so far. One run coming off the bat, 5 extras. Brings Tony Barker back onto strike. Tony will be looking to maximise. Only 10 overs here, so you can't, even if you're chasing a relatively low score, you can't rest on your laurels at all. So you have to get on with things. The idea really is to get above the run rate and put the pressure back onto the bowling field, bowling side. Got a change of bowler for Gracia here.
Yeah.
Hiralal puts into Barker. Barker just bats it back for a single. Ibiza move on to 7 with no loss. Hiralal, right arm over. Bowled very well in the first match. Again, comes through for a bye. Not signalled by the umpire there, so must have got something on it, Rory Thompson, so that's going to be 1 run to Thompson. A signal from the umpire, yes. Thompson goes on to 1 run. Hiralal into bowl again. Playing a miss by Barker. May have been a stumping chance, but the way the keeper reacted, I don't think it was. Maybe Barker had his back foot over the line. Barker going for more traditional methods here. Ibiza again in danger of falling behind the run rate again, and when you do that, the pressure comes back onto the batting side. So Barker will be looking to exploit these field placings. Again, no bye signal by the umpire, so must have come off the bat. Umpire's turning around, looking around, but doesn't signal. Barker moves on to 3. That's the first wicket down. Thompson goes for the, I think it was a drive there, but it goes straight through him, clears him straight up. Thompson has to leave, bowled by Hiralal. Brings Wes Worthy into, or Verwey should we say, Wes Verwey into the crease. Ibiza with a bit of pressure here, because they need to be scoring 8 or 8.5 and over. They've only got 9. We've had 2 overs gone, and they've got 9 runs on the board, so they'll be disappointed with that, Ibiza, to be honest. So that was the end of the second over. Barker will be back on strike. Remember, the field placings are in place until the end of the third over, so Tony Barker will be looking to maximise this opportunity to get it over the ring, and look for some boundaries. Ibiza haven't scored a boundary yet. In fact, the highest scorer in the scorebook is extras at the moment, which is quite disappointing. However, only 2 overs gone, still 8 to come. Ibiza need 75 off 8. It's a nice little tickle by Tony Barker there, goes down to third man. Well fielded by Gracia, comes straight into the keeper. This brings Wes Verwey onto strike. Wes, a 38-year-old native of South Africa, who's looking to score quickly. I think that's all he ever knows. Wes scores quickly. He's either going to score or he's going to be out. I don't know which one it's going to be. There you go. Tees off straight away. No run. Got a thick outside edge, just scooped up. Just stopped, just fell just before point. No run. Good shot by Wes there, nice shot. Nice orthodox shot through the V. Goes to mid on for a single. Brings Barker back onto strike. Barker only scored 4 at the moment. 4 off 7, so relatively slowly for Tony Barker. Again, good bowling there by Kuldeep. Only 2 to come in. Only 2 to come in this over now. Ibiza move on to 11 for 1 off 2.4 overs. Kuldeep comes back in for his penultimate ball. There's an appeal from square leg. I'm not sure what he's appealing for, but he's appealed anyway. Nobody else appealed, so maybe it was either appeal or he stood on a nail. I'm not quite sure which. Kuldeep comes in for the last ball of his spell. Barker on strike. Great throw from mid-off. Direct hit, but Barker was safely home. He scores a single. He will retain the strike. Ibiza on 12 for 1 off 3 overs. Ibiza need to get on with things here. They're in danger of slipping badly behind the run rate. And when you do that, when you start chasing the game, that's when the mistakes are made. So Barker's either very cool or he just can't seem to get the ball away. Now that's the end of the field restrictions, so the bowling side can now have 5 outside the circle. Previously it was 3, but now it's 5, so there'll be less gaps to get through the get it through to the boundary, whether on the field or over the ropes. Barker's facing. Great fielding there by Gracia. Good shot by Tony Barker. Barker seems to be moving a little bit more freely. Maybe the painkillers are taking bowling change here. We got right arm over. Really good bowling by Gracia here. Ibiza are going to have to start scoring runs soon because they've still got 62 to get, 72 to get off less than 7 overs. So we now need over 10 and over. Good shot by Tony Barker there. He's going to run down. It's going to run down. As you can probably hear the crowd applaud there. A lovely little dab down to third man. It's a 4 from Wes Vervey there. It's a very nice shot from the South African. Lovely little shot, and I believe that's Ibiza's first boundary of this innings in the 4th over. It's gonna two more runs there to Wes. Didn't really pick it up, came off the top of the bat, and Ibiza scamper through for 2 runs. Again, same shot, but just for a single now. Run it down to third man. A little bit more urgency about Ibiza now. More urgency. Barker has to go. The danger man for Ibiza is out. Has to go. Taken behind. Must have got a little tickle on it behind the stumps. He'll be disappointed. That didn't really get going today, Tony. He's brought Matthew Bartley onto strike. Bartley, a New Zealander by birth, lived in Ibiza for many years. Works in the villa rental, villa sales business on the White Isle. In his spare time he likes going out a lot. It's the end of the 4th over. Ibiza are 20 for 2 of 4 overs. With Barker leaving, it's going to make it slightly more difficult, but Ibiza will still think they've got plenty more in the tank. Change the bowler again. Change the bowler again. Number 64 for there was a swing and a miss there from Wesworthy. Ibiza are going to have to start hitting this ball soon. Too many played and misses, I'm afraid. That's Wes's favourite shot, a little dab down to third man. It's been very effective for him today. Scored a 4 and a few singles. Not enough from Ibiza's point of view, but we've got Matthew Bartley on strike. Plays and misses. Ibiza making life very difficult for themselves here. VJ coming into bowl again, right arm over. Bartley on strike. There's an appeal by the bowler as it wraps the pads of Bartley. Umpire Partridge not interested at all. To be fair, it was only the bowler that was appealing, nobody else. Furby on strike. And that's bowled, clean bowled. Where's having to push on there. Pressure, as I said before, pressure starting to build for Ibiza. It's a great, nice little wicket there by VJ. As he clean bowls Wes. Wes has to depart. It's going to bring Michael Amos on to bat again. Ibiza is still very much in this game, but they're going to have to get going soon. It's the end of the 4th over. Ibiza 22 for 3 off 4. Only just behind the run rate though. They're hanging on. They're hanging on by their run rate now over 12 and over. Hanging on by their fingertips here, but they, as long as they keep knocking off these a couple of boundaries per over. They'll still be in contention come the last 3 overs, which is the big one. It's good bowling there by Gracia. Amos needs to start hitting the ball. Spoke to him in the break and said, you know, you need to get bat on ball really, otherwise it's a dot ball. Again, plays and misses. Not sure what that oh, it was a wide signal by the umpire. I thought it was a 6 there signal the way I read it there, but no, it was a wide signal by the umpire. That's not going to carry. Bartley's been run out, I'm afraid. Bartley's going to be very disappointed with that. Didn't really need to go for that second run, to be honest. Just the 1 run, so be to go to 25 to 4. 25 for 4 rather. It's going to bring Chris Prentice into bat. Bartley disappointed, you can see from the look on his face there, he's very disappointed. Good bowling by Gracia though, they're really clawing this back. You would have thought 84 wouldn't be a winning score, but they've managed to really ask questions of Ibiza that haven't been answered by the White Islanders. Prentice comes into bat. Straight away Mike Amos hits it for 4. To be fair, Ibiza's got their 3 big hitters, Bartley, Vervey and Barker, all back in the pavilion. So let's see what else they've got now. Amos goes with another play and a miss. Needs to bat on ball, Mike Amos here. He's got a nice big outside edge there. I'm not sure, is that going to go? Yes, it's going to go. 4 runs. Mike Amos, nice outside edge. One of the safest shots to play, obviously. Thick outside edge. Wide third man unable to cut that off the boundary. 4 runs to Ibiza. Amos goes to 9. Under the 6 over there. So we've got 4 overs to go. Ibiza need 51 off 4. 52 rather off 4. 51 would mean that they would tie. We go to the golden ball. Haven't seen one of those yet today. Chris Prentice is on strike. Takes his guard. Chris Prentice, another New Zealander, replacing his countryman Matthew Bartley. Coming into bowl. Yeah. Gets off strike, Chris. Just gets one off his bat. Takes the single. It's now or never for Ibiza, you have to feel. And that's going to be 5 wides, I believe. Let's have a look. No, it's 4 byes. I apologise, 4 byes. I thought it looked wide of the crease, but in my position in the commentary box, you can't really see the wides very well. But that's 4 byes for Ibiza. A change of bat here. Amos changes his bat. Looks like the handle's broken on that bat. Changes his bat. Let's hope it brings him some luck. Ibiza lagging behind the run rate here quite badly now, so need some fireworks from Michael Amos. Amos plays and misses again. Far too many play and misses for Ibiza. Remember, if you play and miss, then you're not going to score any runs at all. And dot balls in this format are deadly. It's up in the air, it's a chance, it's not going to get there. Yeah. He's gone. Amos is gone. Some good fielding in the deep there by Gracia. They had to go for it. Not the quickest runner in the world, Mike Amos. Didn't turn very well there. Still one to the score, but Ibiza lagging behind badly now. However, Graham Cooper is now striding to the crease. Graham Cooper spent many years in Ibiza. Skipper on a boat. Talks a very good game. Let's see if he can actually walk the walk today. Graham can certainly hit the ball, but whether there's enough time for him to change things around, I don't know. You've got to say this is very good bowling by Gracia, defending this small total on this big ground. Ibiza will be feeling that they've missed a real chance here if they do go on to lose this game. However, hope remains eternal as long as you have wickets and it's still technically possible to win, which it most definitely is. Again, another good ball by Gracia. They've really bowled. You've got to say they've bowled very well. Very well. It's all happening out there. Graham Cooper, cover drive straight to the fielder. Fielder throws it into the bowler, takes off the bails, but Cooper's home. It's the end of the 7th over. 3 overs to go. This is the business end now. 35 needed off 3 overs, so 1 big over is required. See who's got it in their locker. Looking for a big over here. Will it be Graham Cooper who takes the spoils here, or will it be the bowler? We've got to change a bowler. Coming on for Gracia is going to be Hiralal. Hiralal is coming back on. Bowled very well in his first spell of 1 over. Let's see what happens here. And he's gone. Cooper just tickles it behind to the wicket keeper. Doesn't even wait for the umpire to lift his finger. He walks off. Only faced 3 balls. Scored 1 run. Disappointing end for Graham Cooper. Trudging off there, head down. But it brings to the crease Adam Monday, Leamington Spa's finest. Crystal Palace fan. Very fervent fan of the Eagles is Adam Monday. Good batsman, not the most agile of batsmen, but he's got some shots in his locker. Whether he's got enough shots to bring this home, I don't know, but he's got some good shots in his locker as Adam Monday. Needs to get off to a quick start. We've only got less than 20 balls to come, so needs to go. That's his sighter. Next one needs to go if we're going to have any interesting Goes for it, but goes straight through. Dot ball. Dot ball nearly as good as a wicket at this stage of the match, really. It's all about the dots and the runs from here on in. Shot by Monday. It's going to squirm through. I think it's going to get to the boundary. It does get to the boundary. It's good for through the covers. Not sure that's where he intended it to go, but went through the covers. The Gracia fielders couldn't cut it off for Adam Monday. Again, hits the top of the bat, squits off again through the covers, but this time just for a single. Brings Chris Prentice onto strike. Ibiza really behind it now. If they can't do anything soon, there's only 12 balls to come. Still require 40 runs to win this game. It's 40 runs from 2 overs, so it doesn't take a genius to work out that it's 20 runs per over. It's a big ask from for Ibiza against these very wily cricketers from Catalonia. Most of them of Indian descent by the looks of things. Taking their cricket very seriously, everyone does from the subcontinent. Monday to face again on strike. Again a play and a miss from Ibiza. Ibiza really haven't picked up on these bowling offside. A lot of these offside bouncers have been missed. That's going to be a 6 runs, I think, there. Yes, it is. Very good strike by Adam Monday. Picked that up really well. 6 over the covers. Excellent shot by the 42-year-old from Leamington Spa. Works for the Melia Hotel Group. He enjoyed that as well, you could see that, but it was a cracking shot, that 6 there. Brings a little bit of pressure onto the it's not gonna carry. To have any chance of this game, they need to score boundaries from here on in. Ibiza, not impossible. Another play and a miss by Chris Prentice. They're asking the question. Umpire Partridge not interested. Indicates it's not out. Prentice again on strike. Needs to get something on this desperately. Otherwise it's all over for the White Islanders. He gets something on it, but it's only a single. One to come. 33 required off 7 balls. Adam Monday's just hit it very hard, but no. Suicidal running, I'm afraid, by Chris Prentice. Didn't need to happen. Very disappointing that will be. Monday gets run out on the last ball of the penultimate over. Didn't need to happen that at all. Prentice needs to probably just calm down a little bit there, because there's no way Monday was going to get back in time. Saying that, it was an excellent throw from the deep by Kuldeep, who's an excellent cricketer. First time I've watched him. Excellent cricketer. He can bat, he can bowl, he can field. Took an excellent catch earlier as well. Saying that, the Ibiza team will be very disappointed at that. Literally giving wickets away. Ibiza lose their 6th wicket. We're now 52 for 6. And for 5. It says 6 over there, but 7, I apologise. Thank you very much, Egan. I got there 3rd time lucky. Not 6, not 5, it's 7. Here we go. Last over. That's going to be a wide ball. No, this is going to be a wide ball.
Kuldeep.
Wide ball given.
Kuldeep. Bowler.
Gracia coming to bowl. Rick Plews is now on strike. Again, another good ball, just banged in. Plews hit the top of the bat, just squirted off for a single into the offside. Prentice comes in on strike. This is the last over, remember. It's a good shot by Plews, but it's going to be picked up at mid-wicket. It's only going to be, by Prentice, it's only going to be 1 run. Prentice reenacts the shot that he should have shot, but the shot that he did shot wasn't shot enough. If you understand what I'm talking about, obviously not sure that I do. That's Plews up in the air. Let's see if we can catch this. Catching practice, I'm not sure this is going to, no it's not. Didn't think he looked like he set himself there very well. Disappointed at that because that was a very straightforward catch, even though it's coming from high. But this game's done now. Gracia now are going to be winning this game comfortably, as it seems. Missed opportunity for the White Islanders. That's going to be Gracia played 2, 1-2. Ibiza played 2, lost 2. So already Gracia looking strong. We've got the last game of the day after this, of course. Playing a miss again by Prentice, an appeal, but doesn't look very interested. And I think that is the end of the innings. 60 for 7. Ibiza finish on. That means Gracia win by 24 runs. Game is done. Ibiza not quite good enough there, I'm afraid. Speaking personally, it's a very disappointing result.